Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late January 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you have for the Rams in late January as we move on into another month? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries gang in late January. What's the vibe? What's the energy here? Let's get this card out nice and quick for my good friends, hopefully. A lot of you know I read jumpers. Most times the Aries cards pop out real quick, and there we go. We got it. Cool. So I like this balanced type of energy. It does scream Libra vibes to me, which is cool. That's like the Aries opposite sign. And I would say out of this deck, this is one of the better aspected cards to pop out to start off a reading normally. Now, there are some downsides. Before we fully jump into that, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have this individual, kind of looks like an art model, little yin yang on the chest. We got the Libra zodiac sign, and it kind of has that Two of Pentacles vibe going, where it seems like he's juggling these two objects. So obviously balance, harmony, nice middle ground type of energy. Usually feels pretty good to me. Now, for some of you, you might be connected to a Libra. That could be very simple. Now, but if that's not the case, when I get this Two of Pentacles Libra-esque energy, sure, could it be karmic? Can it represent a big time of transformation and change? Sure, some of you might be going through that, but I think of balance and harmony. If there's a decision, I make the right one. If I'm getting into a routine, I'm doing the right thing in a balanced way. And for a lot of you, if you know much about astrology, a big drawback what people say about us Aries is sometimes we go a little too hard, right? Sometimes we push a little too much. This energy is just right. So there could be something that you might be handling in a really good balanced way. Now, aside from that, with this card, sometimes it could be a little busy. So for some of you, it might be the total opposite. Maybe you just got a lot on your hands, a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, because this person is literally juggling. But I think it's a nice, calm way to push into this reading. So I like it. It feels serene. So we're just going to let him chill right there. He could keep doing his balancing. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for Aries in late January. Yeah, that balanced energy feels pretty good to me. Yeah, while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. We did have that karmic spiritual type of energy showing up heavily last week. The reading was titled A Massive Omen 444 because we had a lot of fours and a lot of that symbolism showing up last week. To me, it felt more of like a good omen or a spirit reassuring a lot of Aries. So if you've been getting a lot of number signs, synchronicities, stuff like that, hopefully it's reassurance and not a warning. But yeah, it felt like Aries being very tapped in. So we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So we take this how it hits for you because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for Aries. What do we got in late January? We are in Aquarius season. What is happening? There we go. Take it. Thank you. Yeah, there's that serene type of energy. We got the Archangel Michael chilling in position number 1. That's always a great start, my friends. So Archangel Michael chilling out with temperance, and this is more of that serene, balanced, chill type of energy, which, again, us Aries, we're not really known for it, right? We're known to be a little bit of a live wire, but this energy is coming through very, very chill. In the middle, even though it's a lot of fire, we got the 3 of Wands right here. So for some Aries, maybe this is just advice. We're just going to have to see how it all plays out. So let's get one more. What do we got for Aries, gang? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a bonus, good bonus. Another angelic energy showing up here on the back. We got the beautiful lovers. So tons of angelic energy around the collective and whatever situations we're dealing with. And we got the best card in the whole deck as a bonus. We got the Sun chilling right there. So tons of major arcana. My hopes are very high for this reading. Even if you're a cross watcher, for some reason the energy feels refreshing initially. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, elementally, it's almost all fire here, which is our power zone. That's our comfort element. So we got temperance, the Three of Wands, and the Sun as the bonus. That's all fire. We have air showing up here on the back end. Now, when it comes to fire, I always say that's the realm of action. So it's the actions we take, it's the actions other people take. Sometimes it's the action that we decide not to take as well. So there's something like that in the undercurrent where there could be something you've been wanting to do, but you're like, maybe not. There's like this restraint that I'm starting to pick up. Fire energy is all about vitality, life force energy, passion, motivation, drive, desire. So normally I like it, but the downside to fire, because remember, every element, every card has a downside too, is that it could be a little uncontrollable, right? It could be a little bit of a live wire. It could take a left on you. There's an explosive quality to fire that makes it unpredictable. And then we have air right here on the back end, which is the logical, pragmatic mind. It's your thought process, it's communication, it's very strategic. So we're just going to have to see how it all plays. Obviously, fire and air combined for like a spark. So I don't know why I keep saying spark. That must be a reason. But I think it's okay. Let's go through and start building it out piece by piece. Position number one, we're starting with beautiful temperance. Now, yes, this is a major arcana. It represents the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So maybe you have Saggy placements, maybe you're connected to one. And I just love it. I would say first and foremost with the temperance card, it is Archangel Michael the Defender. It's a huge card of spiritual protection, spiritual insulation. So if you are going through a difficult one and things aren't so chill, aren't so quiet, maybe Spirit's just trying to reassure you with all this angelic energy, because we do have a lot of it. Even the sun has an angelic quality to it. So I think that's really nice. But what does temperance speak about mostly? Patience, calm. So whether there's something you're trying to refrain from, whether there's something you're cutting back on, whether there's something you're purposely not feeding energy to and not doing, temperance is all about that. It's calm and patient. But where's the difficulty when it comes to patience? I mean, with temperance, it's losing patience. See, I got a little tongue tied there. So the downside to temperance is losing patience, not wanting to wait, wanting to push something forward. So that's something to watch out for in this time. It's not feeling too rough to me. So we do want to explore it further. But yeah, look how chill that is. One thing I will say about temperance, Archangel Michael is doing some sort of alchemy here with the two cups. So there could be certain things happening where it seems like nothing's happening, or it might seem a little dull to you, but there's a lot going on energetically under the surface. So that's an interesting piece. In the center, we have the Three of Wands. Now, the good thing about this card, similarly to all this energy, it seems content, it seems chill. This is one of the biggest cards of manifesting, where it's like I'm bringing something to me. I'm not chasing something down, I'm attracting it in. So I love this. And it's great to tell us that your powers to create and manifest could be heightened. I always say everyone's a creator, but it's heightened in this time when this card is here. It's like something is almost here, right? Like there's the ships in the background. So there could be an event, a situation, something that you're waiting on, where it's like it's almost here, Aries. It's coming. So we need to take a look. But it also has that same downside to the temperance card, where it could represent speed bumps. It could represent things that kind of slow things up, things that aren't moving as fast as you like, a loss of patience. And there is like this little underlying boredom. So just watch out for that. Moving to the back end, we have the Lovers. Beautiful. This card is pretty simple on its face for the most part. Just to mention, it has the Archangel Raphael right there at the very top. So this is huge for healing and spiritual protection as well. So you see that theme that we're starting to pick up. But obviously, the Lovers can speak about relationships, connections, not just romantic ones. It could be really good friends. It could be family members, soul ties, someone that is extremely important. Now, if you're not watching this for close connections or connections at all, when I see the Lovers, I think of just a silky smooth, easy flowing going, easygoing energy, which has kind of been what we picked up from the jump. So everything seems chill. The downside to the Lovers could represent either missing someone that you have a very strong connection with, or just not being on the same frequency at the moment. And obviously, right here on the very back end for your bonus, we have the Sun, the most positive card in the deck. To me, I connect this to source energy. It could be Leo. So it's like we got Saggy, we got Gemini, we got Leo up in the mix. The sun is great, and it tells us there's something positive right around the bend. So it's really, really good. We're just going to let it chill right there. Sometimes it could be revelations, but I want to dive deeper on all of it, Aries. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. Let's see what's happening. And yes, this is, I always like to go intuitive here, which means I just tell you how it feels to me, which means, yeah, we're just going to go with the flow and see what hits my intuition. As you know, every reader just goes by what they're feeling. So I'm just going to give you mine, my friends. Let's get it going here on Temperance. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to get to Aries, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, why is Temperance here? I'm feeling very optimistic. I will say that because the energy does seem calm. We're going to hope it stays that way, right? Because I've been talking up this like chill, calm type of energy. We got okay. Ten of Swords in reverse underneath it. Yeah, something that may have been bothering you for a while may not bother you as much. Ten of Swords in reverse to me, if we're not speaking about literal spiritual insulation and protection, because we can be, to me, it's like this angel is stopping you or blocking you from something that could be harmful. So keep that in mind. Like if there are certain things or situations that pop up, there's like a divine timing aspect where it's like, no, spirit's just watching your back here, Aries. So for some of you, that's the case. But the Ten of Swords in reverse to me speaks about something from the past. Remember, Ten of Swords is difficult in the upright. It represents pain, it represents loss, it represents ending, something that's very difficult to deal with. So it could be a problem or a serious situation. But the fact that it's in reverse underneath this Temperance card, it's like, okay, that could have took a worse turn, or something that's been under my skin and bugging me for a while. I'm coming to grips with it, or I feel better about it. So far, there's another undertone of a very healing type of energy. Now, I'm not going to say for every Aries there's Ten of Swords moments coming in this week. The fact that it's in reverse tells me, like, okay, we're making progress now. We're on the upswing, which I think is great. Now, we'll see if we get more similar cards throughout the whole entire thing, because we might be seeing a journey here. So, Ten of Swords reverse doesn't feel too rough to me. And there's that strong divine spiritual protection, which I think is good, I think is claimable. You know, there's most times where you wouldn't claim the Ten of Swords in a reading. I actually think this is claimable. So it feels very insulated. Let's go in on the Three of Wands. Let's see what that has. Now I really want to get over to the Lovers too. Just so much angelic energy. It feels safe to me. I don't know why. It just feels safe. So why is the Three of Wands here? Okay. Yeah, hold your ground with something potentially. Yeah, we're going to want to see what this end result is. So right here in the center, we have the Hierophant, big Taurus vibes, and it kind of fits the bill, right? We see this Pope type figure, and if you're not connected to Taurus, like to me, it's your regular schedule, it's your routine, it's the day-to-day life. It's a long-standing type of energy, and it's very difficult to move forward. So there's either one, something that Spirit wants you to just trust the process and take your time with, where it's like, okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's not, I don't want to give like cliche quotes and stuff like that, but that's how it feels. Three of Wands with the Hierophant. It's like, nah, it's coming. You just got to let it do what it's going to do. You just have to let it go through the process that it needs to go through. So again, for some of you, could it be work? Sure. Could it be personal relationships? Absolutely. It's like something just needs to run its course. Something just needs to go the way it needs to go. So could we be looking at a karmic situation? Absolutely. So whether it's your own journey, your own metamorphosis and change, or somebody else's, it's like, no, there's a divine timing aspect here where it just needs to go through what it needs to go through. That's just the vibe I'm picking up. Either that or Spirit wants you to stand firm with something too. Three of Wands, Hierophant, it's like, do not budge. Do not budge, Aries. Stand firm. Hold the line. That's what I'm picking up. So we're going to keep going. I'm not getting bad feelings from this, honestly. And even like, especially with all the angels and the sun on the back end, it just feels like it's moving towards something good. So what's going on the Lovers? We'll see what that has. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why are the Lovers here for Aries? Why are the Lovers in the mix for my good friends? Cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this to me is a support system, yes, but I'm getting this like breakthrough or payoff in the end. So it does make sense with what we were picking up with throughout the rest of the reading, where it's like there's a process, there's progress. I got the Three of Pentacles in the upright. So this could absolutely represent the people around us, our support system, our support structure, especially with all the angelic energy, because it's like we have spiritual insulation and now we got the physical world insulation coming in. This energy seems like it's working for you. So this to me, I'm not going to say, oh, that's a third party thing. No. For a lot of areas, there could be really good breakthroughs in the realms of personal connections and relationships, whether it's romantic or otherwise. To me, it seems like, all right, yeah, there's good potential in that area specifically. But to me, it just feels like a very big or massive payoff in the end, where it's like, just let it go through the process and reap the rewards at the end. You're going to be happy. Like when you get to the end of this road, you're going to be happy that something happened the way it did. Remember, I've been saying this little undertone of divine timing. That's what I'm picking up here, where it's like, everything just seemed to work out. When I look back on it in retrospect, it's like, okay, it needed to happen that way. And it gives you the best result. So I don't think anything should be forced in this time. I don't think anything should be pressured. I don't think you got to go wild, take a lot of action, because to me, it feels like something just naturally goes how it needs to. So there is this breakthrough or payoff I'm picking up heavily on the back end. So I think it's a good reading overall, Aries. I really do. I'm feeling good about it. I would claim it for myself. But let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, yeah, I mean, the Ten of Swords a little dicey, but we have Temperance with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so beautiful spiritual protection. So there could be something that Spirit's trying to keep you safe from or insulate you from, whether it's an experience or a situation, you name it. It's like, no, we are protecting you from this. There's this divine timing aspect as well. And for some of you, there could be something that's been bugging you for quite a while that doesn't bug you as much, or you're coming to grips with it. In the center, we have the Three of Wands with the Hierophant, letting something just do what it needs to do, letting something just go through the process. Where it's like, yeah, don't force it, just let it do what it's going to do. But there's also this vibe of holding strong, or just holding your ground with something, not giving up. Then here on the back, we got the Lovers with the Three of Pentacles, big emphasis around support systems, structures, personal connections, where there could be breakthroughs in that area for you. So whether it's new people or people you're already connected with, it's like we're making big connections, we're making big breakthroughs. Or if that's not even on your mind, there could be a process you go through where it just pays off in the end in a very big way. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. And yeah, I always like to pull a shadow card right here at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, they could be a good thing too. Let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we got for Aries in the shadows? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, so we have the King of Swords, which I usually think can be a decent card because of the energies it embodies. Now, for some of you, could it be an air sign you're connected to? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, absolutely. Remember, it's not gender specific, but the King of Swords to me is like a master strategist. It's a planner. So, in the positive sense, there could be something where Spirit's like, all right, well, maybe plan this out, Aries. For another portion of you, maybe this is somebody else you're connected to, where it's like, they have a plan in place. They have a structure that they're going to go through. But the big shadow side to the King of Swords, sometimes this card could be a little mean. Sometimes it could be verbally a little nasty, very cold and detached. So watch out for miscommunications in this time. If someone's being mean to you, I'm not a big fan of that energy. But sometimes the King of Swords can be very short, very abrupt. So maybe there is something with your communication style. Your tongue might be extra sharp. So watch out for that. But aside from that, it's very intelligent. So we're just going to put the King of Swords right there, my friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The January subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, or if you'd like to see what 2026 has in store for you, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The January schedule's already up, so you could go check it out and see what's available. It's going quick, but for the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's absolutely adorable and is great for readers of all skill levels. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments from today's reading which card spoke to you the most. Even if the reading didn't quite hit, which card was giving you those warm and fuzzies or really caught your attention. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.